Can men and women even be friends these days? You know what I'm saying? Can men and women even be friends? That is today's topic because, quite frankly, I'm torn. You know, I believe that men and women can be friends, and then men and women can't be friends. But before I get into what I'm going to talk about, like, share, subscribe after the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Because I know a lot of y'all going to start typing. You won't hear what I'm even going to say, but you just going to give your opinion. It's like, hear me out first, then give your opinion after. Don't that make sense? But what I'm trying to say is this, right? I believe that men and women can be friends if it's just platonic, but there needs to be rules and boundaries established. Like, y'all can't be sitting down here talking about what you like and don't like in the bedroom. Y'all can't be sitting down here talking about what turns you on and what turns you off. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real with you now. Y'all can't be sitting down here talking about other people's relationships, your past relationships, and things like that. Because, in my personal opinion, that's just too intimate. You know, you only had those kind of intimate conversations with your husband or your wife. That's just my personal opinion. But if y'all are just posting memes, shooting the jive, just catching up on day to day things and praying for one another, I don't see anything wrong with that. But then this is where I lean to the no part is, well, there's people out here. And the reason why I say people is because there are people out here who battle with sexual addiction. And it is true. I've learned that all Christians, all Christian men, all Christian women, unfortunately, a lot of them are just fleshly. They don't understand what people go through, nor do they care. And they say they're being persecuted, but I've learned is that not every Christian is being persecuted. There's just a lot of Christians out here who are just straight up rude and inconsiderate of what other people have been through. That's what I've learned. So obviously, you wouldn't want somebody to be a friend like that. But yeah, man, it's like if you guys are just sitting down here having regular, cordial conversations, I don't see anything wrong with that. But if you guys are getting like real deep, real intimate, and you guys are sharing like your feelings and emotions, your goals, your aspirations, and things like that, I think that's an intimate thing. But if you're not sharing those kind of things, if you haven't gone on a date, if you haven't said that you're interested in this person, y'all haven't even been talking face to face, y'all just texting, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But also, I think as a man, this is what I had to learn. I had a recent, I don't want to say dilemma because I cleared it up. I asked the spirit to help me out because I really need the spirit on this one. I was talking to a woman just as a person, not for a relationship or anything like that. I got a sense that she was going through a lot in life and she just needed somebody to talk to. But she was responding back to everything, and I was thinking everything was cool. She texted me like on a Saturday talking about, hey, look, listen, I don't see us going in that kind of direction. If you had made it clear that I was just, a platonic friend of yours, which I didn't think I would have to because I wasn't flirting with her. I didn't make any inappropriate jokes with her or anything like that. I was just being cordial with this lady and being a caring man of God. That's all I was doing. She took it the wrong way and thought that we was gonna get married. So yeah, I do believe that men and women can be friends, but at the end of the day, there has to be boundaries. You have to just tell people these things. I would think that you wouldn't have to because I'm under the impression that, like, look, listen, if I'm telling you what's going on in my life, don't be sitting down here thinking that, hey, listen, that we're gonna be dating. Because like I said, I didn't ask you out on a date. If I didn't ask you out on a date, don't think I'm into you. If I didn't ask you out on a private Bible study, don't think I'm into you. If we are over here just talking and we've never been to the movies or this, that, and the third, don't think I'm interested in you. I don't know what it is, man, but Christian dating is like the most hardest thing ever. Like, people have come into this circle, especially here on YouTube. Bruh, Christian dating on YouTube, like 90% of these people, I strongly recommend to not listen to them. If I'm just being honest, don't listen to them. Please, please don't listen to them. They will give you the worst advice ever. The worst advice ever. Most of these books, they're not marketed towards men, they're marketed towards women. They teach men to be passive. They don't sit down here address what men even go through on a regular basis. Most of them don't really care about what men go through on a regular basis in general. My thing is, as a man, if you are interested in a woman, I would just say take your time and get to know this woman for about 2, 3 weeks or so. That's just my personal advice. Don't take it because it's just advice. But at the end of the day, I think within, about that 2 to 3 mark, you would know if you're into somebody. But like if you're struggling with PO or N, if you're struggling with an S addiction or anything like that, like get yourself together. Before you even consider dating, courting, or anything like that, the church need to tell these men, get your life together. You know what I'm saying? Get your life together. Get involved in a church. If not a church, get involved with volunteer work. If you need help with your mental health issues, go seek therapy, coaching, or counseling. You know what I'm saying? No shame in that. Like Christians have mental health issues. It's the truth. I don't really care what other Christians will tell you, but like there is a season for everything. And some people are in a season where it's like they need to just go sit down somewhere and go get some help. Nothing wrong with that. I think there's just way too much pressure on people, especially men, to get married. And it's like you don't got your finances together. You're not mentally, physically, or spiritually stable at all to even get married. And there's too many people here in the Christian world scamming people, whether it's in the church or even here on YouTube. Just, giving people too much information. And the problem is a lot of people got too much information and it's information overload in the brain. That's what I meant to say. It's information overload in the brain. And that's the problem. When you got too much information and you don't have a teacher or a mentor to help you out along life, you end up lost. You end up confused and you don't even know what you want to do. Because quite frankly, you are a victim of having too much information but no practical application. When it comes to Christian friendships, here's the way that I look at it. Men and women can be friends, but there needs to be boundaries. Don't talk to your female friend every day. Just don't do it. Have cordial, casual conversations. Talk more about God's word. Don't flirt, because then you're going to send mixed signals. Please don't do that, because a lot of women are out here, they want to get married. Like, that's what the church has conditioned them to do. There's a lot of women that I've met personally who made me just feel uncomfortable. To be blunt, made me just feel completely uncomfortable. It's like this woman only talking to me because she thinking I'm going to get down on one knee with her. And it's like, nah, I'm good on that. Over here being all extra nice, but it's like, I don't understand that. Because at the end of the day, here's the way I look at life. I'm just going to tell you the way that I look at life. Caleb Harris. This is the way I look at life. If somebody just having a conversation with you, it's just that. It's just a conversation. It don't mean nothing. That's it. If I'm talking to a woman, I don't know if she's going to be my wife or not. How do I know? Shoot, we just having a conversation. That's about it. I don't know if you're going to be my wife or not. But, this church world, it conditions people to just get married at a young age. And this fundamentalism, especially in Christian fundamentalism, that's how you say it. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, look, listen, why don't we just sit down and take our time to get to know each other and don't expect nothing? Just sit down, take your time and get to know somebody and then gradually progress. That's it. But when you're always in a rush and you go around here just dating all these random people just because people shamed you and guilt tripped you for being single, I don't see the point in that. I just don't see the point in that. Because I learned a lot of people do a lot of this, but not so many people do this. So that's all I got for this video. To recap it yet again, I know I said that before, but I'm going to say it again. Christian men and Christian women can be friends, but there needs to be boundaries in place. There needs to not be these imaginary expectations on people. Don't just be thinking because somebody talking to you that they want to date you or court you or anything like that. They may just want to have a conversation with you. But if you are looking for something more, speak up, go on a date, or ask them to court you. It's that simple. My thing is be clear about what you want. So if I wanted to date a woman, I'm like, hey, look, listen, are you free this weekend? I would like to take you on a date to a coffee shop. That's it. I know it's not the smoothest thing in the world, but a brother is just trying to do right. A brother just trying to do right. And that's it. So that's all I got for today. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Take care. God bless. And peace with 2 fingers.